Chat, here we go. It's Yujin versus the Mob. The return of Rebmob is a Dominus now? Wait a second. He went away into his cocoon of retirement for a few months and came out as a Dominus. Wait a second. Someone check tempo and Rebmob's controls. I want to know if they both use air roll left, air roll right. This feels like a Freaky Friday type situation. Rebmob is in the lower bracket here of this $18,000 European 1v1 tournaments, playing against Gentlemate Yujin in an effort to try and stay alive and fight all the way to grand finals. Both these guys still in the running theoretically to finish in first. Nice shot from Yujin. He'll be the first to score in this best of 5. Great use of his empty jump in order to push his car back down to be able to get the final resets. That is some clean adjustment. And Yujin zap dashing his way to the midfield. Wow, Rebmob probably should have been scoring. Also, nip Rebmob. Wait a second. Leaked? Leaked? I haven't seen the announcement yet. Nice shot from Rebmob as he sends one off the post to crossbar. Kickoff win for the Mob, who has always been a very exciting ones player. Oh, he went for a ground pinch, denied by Yujin, who decides to just try and shoot immediately, goes off the ceiling into the net, and it works out. For anyone who's maybe a newer viewer to the stream, who wasn't here last year during the 9 to 5-a-thon, we'll give you the brief overview of Rebmob and why he's going to be special to a few people in chat. We had a King of the Hill 1v1 going on where pros could sign up to try and get wins. Whoever finished the tournament with the most wins on top of the King of the Hill, or you guys know what I'm trying to say, ended up getting the prize. Now, every once in a while, we would run out of pros who were queuing up. So chat would fill in as what should have been freebie wins for the pros who were waiting on the hill. Only Rebmob got randomly selected, and then he joined the hill and won, because turns out Rebmob is very good at the game. And even though he wasn't one of the select pros, he was more than capable of getting wins, and he stole the hearts of chat, representing them as clearly the average skill level of everyone in chat. So we have joined here in the lower brackets to see what Rebmob is up to. He took a retirement is what it was. I think it was supposed to be, but it's basically just an extended break. And he's back to the game now. And that's why we were so surprised to see him in Dominus, because I'm not sure he dabbled in Dominus at all when he was playing last year. But he's in the Dominus now. And I don't know if anyone's been seeing him play. Is he testing it out for this game? Has he been using it ever since he came back? I don't know. Nice outplay from Rebmob, though, to get up over the top of Yujin, who saw this air dribble coming, decided to jump right around the midfield line, and great reaction from the Mob to send it to the backboard and double it in. Yujin, oh my goodness, the delayed musty flick. And it actually got sent back the other way. It has blue trail right now. It almost went straight into the net. How does it have blue trail? I need to see this again. Oh, it just chipped right back off the top of Yujin off the challenge. And the Mob read the bounce off the crossbar. Has a 4-3 lead. Didn't Rebmob ask Tempo, and I quote, "How do you play in that car?" Maybe. And Tempo must have told him. Tempo must have been like, yeah, here it is. This is how you play. Because here he is now trying it out. Yujin. An air dribble that gets stopped, but the follow-up maybe stands a chance. Front flip denied. Rebmob did not sneak it in. So he's going to have to wait. Hanging out just off the back wall. Trying to make sure that Yujin is forced to get a good possession. Gets nothing easy, although Yujin does survive. Now has a nice shot attempt. Ooh, nice save from Rebmob. Off the crossbar and in. Yujin has a rolling ball. Not much you can do with this, so you can actually see him back up a little and let it roll towards Rebmob. Hopes of maybe trying to find some decent 50. This low-profile car is going to skim right underneath Yujin. As Yujin looking to reset the play. He is not going to get the boost he wanted. Rebmob not going to let him. As he was hoping to get a nice little wave dash pop to the back wall and double it in, but did not succeed and actually allowed Yujin to get that back corner boost. So a much better situation Yujin is in because of that. Type 1 in chat if you're part of the mob. Yujin, big dunk. Has the angle? No, doesn't. Ooh, Dominus taken off the map. Rebmob just waited a bit too long. Yujin's going to milk out every last second he can. Is it best of 3 or 5? I think it's 5, right? 5, pretty sure. I'll double check. Rebmob slamming one to the back wall. Yujin saves it, keeps it out. And now here's Rebmob's last chance. Yujin has boost at the midfield, so he's not going to be an easy defender to get past. And Rebmob actually just let the ball fall way too far ahead of him on the dribble. Yujin doing it for the fans, keeping this one up. Oh, and he's going to get a goal. I was like, this is, really risky, to be honest, because Rebmob might be able to save this off the backboard and counter, but Yujin will get his 6th goal and make it 6-4 to go up 1-0 in the series. Game number 2. Yujin and Rebmob. Rebmob faking the kickoff to start this out, going for a ground double. Gets the resets, and Yujin gave it so much respect. If he had given it less respect, I think it would have looked even worse for Rebmob, because there was a lot of separation there that could have been taken advantage of. But Yujin keeping the mob in the highest regards. Rebmob clearing this away with pads to work with. This flick is past him, and Yujin lets it roll in to make it 1-0. Rebmob, big kickoff win. Yujin tried to fight for the boost, and that is probably going to cost him a goal instead of heading back to net. Ball to air dribble for the mob. Off the ceiling. Trying to use that extra long Dominus as a huge blocker for a 50-50, but didn't work out. Yujin forced to pinch this away instead of getting the air dribble he maybe would have otherwise wanted. Rebmob to the side wall. Picks up the 100 and did a little camera check to see if Yujin was going to force him back, which he did, so he's prepared for it. And uses maybe a little bit of that low-profile car to get a nice flick to make it 2-1. Rebmob is on which team? He is on the team with the guy named Rebmob. Oh, I know what you're asking. You're asking if he's like, what threes team is he on or something? Got it. I don't think he's on a threes team. I think he was retired during all of the rest of like RLCS, or did he come back for LCQ? Yeah, he made a main event and then he was done. He like got his best result and then that was like right around when he quit, I'm pretty sure. Not even like get his best result and then try it out again and not do as well, get bummed out and quit. It was like best result, quit. Yujin snagging a demo to get the lead. Rebmob has liked his fake kickoffs on the diagonal, and Yujin has just given it to him, and now Rebmob recognizes the early challenge and has no trouble flipping it past it. Rebmob, another kickoff win up the side wall, passes to himself off the ceiling. Still a ton of respect from Yujin on those air dribbles. Even with Rebmob falling to the ground without a reset, which can be much easier to challenge. Yujin gets all those wheels on the ball as he sees Rebmob approaching and is able to win it out into the orange corner and got himself kind of underneath the ball as well, so he returns to the ground much faster. Yujin pinch to the net and it's in. I thought Rebmob was going to be able to save it away, but he decides he won't be able to get there. Missed a couple dashes and then, oh wow, nice pinch from Yujin. Yujin snagging a defensive demo. We'll give him a ton of time. He's going to go right back to that left side wall. Rebmob pre-jumped it and stole it away. Yujin tried to go over the top of the pre-jump, but that did not work out. Rebmob, another ground double. He's been going back to his ground doubles frequently. Nice pinch from Yujin. Good counterattack. He's really well committed to this mates decal and goal explosion and setup. I love it. Rebmob bringing this one to the ground. Oh my goodness, I thought that was impossible. I did not think you could win those 50s in a Dominus where you stay grounded. Ooh, big fakes. And a bucket for the mob. Yujin, oh, tried to pre-flip and get the touch, but got faked out. Yujin switching the field after the kickoff win. The opposite side wall, and now kind of a switching field-esque setup too, as that one was never really on target. He wanted to go ground pinch towards the net, but Mob is there for it. Mob thinking about the ceiling heights challenge. Could not steal it away from Yujin, and now Yujin looking at an open net, and he's going to turtle it to make it 7-5. Rebmob fake kick off on the left diagonal as well. Again, works to perfection. Gets himself his possession. He just hasn't been able to get anything out of it really just yet. And he missed a touch there. Yujin, oh my goodness, he's back. Yujin tried to boom the power shot to stop him, but Rebmob made the save from the ceiling because Yujin hits these. Oh my goodness. Yes, he does. Watched it from Rebmob POV. But we got to see it again. Soft touch to Yujin. Jumps off the ceiling. And then doubles it in to make it 8-5. Yujin. Zap dash. Try and go get a boost steal. That might be troublesome. No, he's going to make it back. Psycho? No. Redirected to the sidewall instead. Looking like another Yujin win. Yujin controlling the series so far. The mob has yet to be able to really create some dangerous offense when he has space. Yujin's been able to handle him. I think a little bit to do with Rebmob not being able to get the kind of attack he needs. The mob is in the Fennec for game number 3. As he attempts the reverse sweep, Yujin will finally read the fake kickoff after multiple times getting beat by it. First touch resets from Yujin. Ends up falling to the ground. Rebmob sees the lean back. The bounce. Yujin goes for the bump. And that'll secure the opening goal. That was the last touch that Yujin made. He did a good job to matrix around the ball and only bump Rebmob. Yujin on 0 boost. It's not really in that much of an attacking position. He's more playing defense right now because he's not likely to score. He needs to make sure he doesn't hand over possession easily. Now he's got himself a much better situation as this one goes crossbar down. He did not have the kind of boost to follow this one up. That is not a bad play if you had a ton of boost to get some kind of crazy backboard double or something, but with what he had, he could barely get to the ball. Yujin now all the way on his own back wall. Does he want to try and take it up the back wall? No, instead takes a low dribble. Hit that flick was probably because he thought Rebmob was around. Nice breezy setup, but he gets denied. He keeps doing this. Yujin has done this a few times now where he takes a slight trip like he's gonna go pick up the boost, but then doesn't go all the way, and I'm assuming it's a mistake, but he's done it a few times now. Rebmob losing control of the ball in the resets. Yujin wants a pinch, and did Rebmob stop it, or did Yujin just slam himself against the ball? I'm not really sure which. Watch it from Yujin POV. Oh, we're not gonna get to see. Rebmob pre-flipping back to make this save. Seemed like he thought about getting boost, recognized, I'm not going to be able to get it without dying, so attempted to pull away, but still died. Still not safe. Gonna have to go farther out of the play to survive. Sade, thank you for the tier 1. Is this how the dream went? You remembered the stream and then you subscribed? Because if so, I like the dream so far. Thank you for the brand new tier 1. No, you were talking ish on Twitter? Do I do that? Is that a thing I do? I don't do that, right? I keep it pretty tame on Twitter. Rebmob reset to the back wall. Might have actually fallen onto it if he wasn't slightly bumped by Yujin. Oh, that's right. I did defend the scum of the earth SSG. That's true. I did say, hey guys, maybe we shouldn't be quite so mad at the teenagers who had to deal with a 2-hour pause and then played the game out to the final moments when it was clear they couldn't possibly win and then slightly decided to stop playing. Which was a much more controversial opinion than I thought it was going to be. I would 16-2 be SSG. Am I right? Rebmob. Fake kickoff, ceiling pinch, intercepted by Yujin, who is going to pass to himself off the sidewall, and doink a shot in to equalize. Type 1 in chat if SSG should have their hands removed from their bodies so they could never again play Rocket League. Rebmob makes it 5-4 with a nice little setup to himself, popping the ball but also setting up the wave dash. Yujin, quick 1-2, but pushes it past the nets. Able to pick up boost. Rebmob with a lead late, something we haven't really seen yet. Yujin, his past 2 games, has been able to pull away and even get multiple goal leads, it feels, towards the final minute. This time, Rebmob and the Fennec seem to have figured it out. Rebmob, nothing on his reset, is able to recover. Yujin fake and then pop. Nice shot from Yujin. Yujin's offense has seemed varied. It has seemed well-rounded. And it has seemed improvisational in its ability to react to Rebmob. Yujin with another kickoff win. Minute left to go. Sidewall. Reset. Ceiling height. Pass to himself off the ground and in! Yujin with the ground double goes top shelf to equalize late in this game. The mob was thinking about the ceiling challenge and ends up getting exposed as he cannot get back down and back up. Rebmob loves his fake kickoff. Yujin was ready for it, but this could be worse. Nope, it's better. He's able to control it. And now has possession instead of giving it to the mob. And he's going to play a bit of keep away here. He does need to eventually score. Not the worst thing in the world to play keep away if you feel like you can drain some boost out while getting an advantage. Problem is, Yujin does not have boost advantage. He has the opposite. Rebmob has a ton, and Yujin has not been able to pick up any. So Rebmob able to escape his own corner with a power shot to make it 6-7. Yujin, reset at ceiling heights. That flick leaves a lot to be desired, and I'm sure Yujin would agree. But he has a chance to try again, and Rebmob is deep outside his nets. Can he get back to this one? He will. He needs a respawn. Didn't get it. Zap dash quickly to the ball. He's doing a lot with all these dashes. My goodness, the mob. He doesn't need boost. Not a single in his tank, and he goes on a dashing exhibition to show you how it can be done. And scores his 8th goal, which will likely secure the 3rd game. I don't think Yujin's scoring 2 here. The mob's alive, undefeated in the Fennec, 2 losses in the Dominus. Can he reverse sweep? He'll need to stay alive in this lower bracket. Game number 4. Rebmob into a different Fennec after the win. Instead of an orange one, he's in a red one. Yujin staying committed to his team. Yujin reset right around ceiling height. Might have even doubled slightly with the ceiling. Oh my goodness, so much power on that flick, and actually might get a goal from it. Rebmob respawning, but Yujin able to put it in that top right corner. And he will start out 1-0. Rebmob does not go to the kickoff. Yujin a little bit more prepared for it, and he baited Rebmob into thinking he could get to that ball first. then taps it around him. Yujin now on 12 boost, all the way to the back corner. He seemed a little bit more worried, but as soon as Mob pulled away, he knew he'd have space and time. Dribble from the back corner. It's not going to pay off. Oh my goodness, the Mob absolutely boomed that. Drops the thanks because he missed. But I mean, you had to boom it if you were going to score it, and just unfortunately couldn't keep it in. I don't think it was like a free net he missed or anything. Now Mob will chip it around the early challenge and make it 1-1. Let REI it good night. What a great set of emotes. Yujin could not sneak in the shots on the tough angle. Oh my goodness, Yujin! Just launching a bullet flick from behind the half-field line. A clean catch, next thing you know, 109 km/h flick all the way to the top of your net. Rebmob. Lean back resets. Nothing comes of it. And just gave the ball right back to Yujin as he was trying to slow him down. Played right into his hands. Just rolled it onto the side wall where he was prepared. Who did both Yujin and the Mob lose to in order to get them in this position? We'll go try and take a check. Maybe some people already know, but the Mob lost to, as Yujin sends it to ceiling height. Oh yeah, Mob was Razier's, you're right. Mob was Razier's in his last game, game 5. Tough break. Yujin lost to Tempo. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Those are both very good players. Yujin must have gotten swept because Tempo said yesterday he didn't drop a single game. Rebmob. Ooh, somehow snuck it around the pre-jumping Yujin. And makes it only a 1-goal deficit. I did not see any football. Any American football. Not even my own team. My own college's team. I think we probably won, but you never know. We're not very good. Ooh, Rebmob. Oh, no! Certainly Rebmob's going to finish this, right? Is Nugget Tempo, the grand finals, already starting? Could they potentially wait for me to finish this series? The winners final? Oh, the winners final haven't even started yet. Wait, why are you saying switch? I thought you were referring to the winners finals. We've already decided to watch the Mob Yujin. Yujin leaning back and oh my goodness, getting a demo just to secure it. Normally it's hard to get a demo when somebody is on top of your car like this, but Yujin found a way to do it. I want to watch it again. Oh, right as the Mob maybe rolled through, he also flipped. Really dangerous clear across the nets. ends up paying off. Oh my goodness, the mob. Nice shot to make it 5-4. 44 seconds left to go. Yujin was thinking about the challenge, and the mob found enough heat to bounce it over the top. Yujin denied with 33 seconds left to go. Rebmob could waste a bit of time if he wants to. He's going to slow roll it to his own back wall and gets a reset and then just protects the ball. Says, you're going to have to come dive on me. Yujin slams into the back wall and leaves the net wide open, so the bait worked out well. And Rebmob likely securing a game 5. Rebmob undercuts. Still does not get deleted. Slams it to the ground. And you know we're going game 5. Game number 5. Rebmob and Yujin. Rebmob gonna open up with an initial goal. He played the first 2 games in Dominus, lost them both, has switched to the Fennec, and has not lost since. Ooh, heavy delay kickoff for Yujin's not going to pay off like he wanted it to. Have to see from his POV. Oh, he was wave dashing it. Normally if you delay that heavy, I feel like you're trying to chip it around to the side and then counter. But Yujin single jumped for a wave dash kickoff with that heavy of a delay. Yujin could not connect there. Now bounce dribble. Flick. Up high. And in for his first. Yujin. Heavy first touch towards the nets. That's a way to maybe counter what he thought was going to be a fast approaching mob. Nice little zap dash from Yujin. But will it be enough to recover in time as Mob goes to ceiling height? Great first touch setup, so he has a good flick, but Yujin floats in the net and guides it away and seems to decline what would have been a very obvious place to start an air dribble. And instead, 50s and brings the ball to the ground. He wants to play a bit of ground game. We saw a flick from him earlier that would certainly explain why he would like that, but did not get a strong flick this time around. Nice half flip recovery. And it's going to chase Rebmob all the way off the midfield boost and back into his corner. Yujin didn't like that shot attempt. So we'll take it back to his back corner to start again. 34 boosts on the reset as he wave dash and pops it towards the net. Can he keep this possession going like he's had for the past minute or so? He's going to try to. This one's going to be less simple to control, but the mob is going to let him do it. Back off and allow Yujin to play at ceiling height. Nice reset catch. Dunk is in! Yujin eventually got his goal. Did such a good job at resetting possession, and the full field dribble is protected at the end by this dunk to make it 2-2. Yujin grabs the attacking corner boost and the midfield. As the mob looks to try and stay involved in this play, but it's definitely at a big disadvantage. Yujin just used up a ton of boost though and didn't really get much out of it. And now that advantage is going to get taken away. Sure, he gets a bump here, but it still should be a Rebmob possession. Bounce dribble, hook shots to the top right. Yujin makes the save and forces him all the way back into his own corner. And immediately dives as well. Does not want to let Rebmob have space to breathe. Rebmob in an attempt to try and counter that. Launches one the length of the field. Yujin might have been trying Psycho, but didn't connect on the follow-up. Rebmob trying to get that sweet spot on the back wall to double it in, and he actually is going to manage to do it. it can be tough to read from Yujin POV. We're going to watch it again from his POV to see. He doesn't know when Rebmob's actually going to get to the ball. And in this case, Rebmob actually pulls off and goes slower in order to be sure to sneak underneath as opposed to speeding to it and meeting Yujin with it. Rebmob diving in deep for boost he could not get. And now Yujin, wow, clean collection on the back wall to just turn this into an immediate dribble. It falls short of the nets. Rebmob able to guide it away. Both these guys just letting the ball fall to the ground. Ooh, Rebmob close to chipping it around the early challenge, but Yujin got just enough, and so he'll get a goal. Rebmob saw this coming. Attempted to get height on the ball, but Yujin accounted for it. Rebmob bump off the kickoff. Doesn't get converted for much. Yujin snap and dashes back down. Mob on very low boost is staying all over the ball. Yujin handling it with ease. He's going to pass to himself off the back wall to quickly counter. Nice setup from Yujin to get this all started and not allow Mob any real reset because he's playing on only a couple pads. Next thing you know, he looked away for a second, and I feel like in that second that he looked away was actually when Yujin had a heavy touch setup that then Rebmob realized he was out of position for. Rebmob up the side wall, resets, 50, forced down to the ground. Yujin's gonna take it to the left side wall, off the ceiling. And oh my goodness, he scores off this one. Rebmob drops the okay. I was gonna say, I felt like I was expecting this one to be saved. An okay and a yes as Mob transitions to the ground. Wave dashes, it just seemed ready for it, but he drops himself a what a save, thanks. And it's gonna be a 2-goal lead for Yujin. Rebmob switching up how he's been faking this kickoff, or he wasn't even faking it really, he's just not going to it, and it was good enough. I guess he was driving slightly forward. But either way, got himself a great possession. 25 boost to work with and a reset. Wave dash to the bottom right. That's a precision strike. And it brings him back within one. Kickoff mix-up works out, but most importantly, converts on it. And now we'll have to do that again. Yujin forcing Mob to the goal line. He's going to go for a power slide catch. And that is probably it. I mean, he's still got a lot of time, but he gave away this ball. Flicked it too high to a spot where he couldn't protect it. Yujin dunks it away and shoots on the open net. 38 seconds. Heavy delay from the Mob. And wait a second. That might be what he needs to garner some believers. Yujin on just enough boost, though, that he can still get to this ball before Rebmob. Didn't pick up the midfield 100. Rebmob feels forced to go quick. That is probably at least slightly true. Wanted to fake out Yujin with a reset and instead roll the ball forward, but Yujin did not get beat by that. Ceiling pinch double is off target. But all of this is buying enough time that you have to imagine the game is secured for Yujin. Rebmob, one last dribble. Immediately challenged. There's the GGs. Yujin will advance. It's great to have the Mob back. But he gets defeated in Game 5.